Hello, Ruby Young Scholars. This is Ms. Beck. I'm here today to show you guys how to go through the Google Classroom. I know a lot of you have already gotten started. I've seen that some of you have turned in some assignments. Per the district, actually, Fine Arts was not set to kind of get the ball rolling until this week. So for those of you who have already started and have already turned in your assignments, you are actually ahead of the game. So I'm going to take you guys through the Google Classroom and show you kind of how it's set up and how we can turn in assignments. All right, so first thing, this area here at the top is always going to be where your announcements are. I did make some notes about making sure that when you turn in your assignments, you do include not only your name, but also your grade level. I have, remember, the whole school, so I do have a lot of Kings and different names. So just to be sure that I know who it is that I'm grading, please also include your grade level in the title of the file that you have uploaded. All right, so here are the announcements. I've gone through and included kind of a screenshot step-by-step on how to submit work. When you get a chance, you can look at that. And here we have our BrainPop code. I did include some BrainPop resources. So when you're going in to look at those resources, you want to make sure that for the password, you type RYE 2020. And for the username and the password, they're the same thing. So make sure that both of them are RYE2020. Now, looking at assignments. So when we are looking at assignments, I've broken it down into grade level. So 5th grade, all of their assignments are going to be under where it says 5th grade, 4th grade. All the assignments for 4th grade are in there. Same for 3rd and 2nd. Now I have not put in the sections for kinder and first as of when I've recorded this, but as of Monday, there should be a kindergarten and a 1st grade section as well. Now the first assignment that we have coming up this week is actually for all grade levels, and that is just submitting an assignment. I'm looking to see if you can change the title of your assignment so that it includes your grade level and your name, of course, which is always the most important piece. So yes. Now when it comes to submitting assignments, I'm going to show you guys how to do that digitally so that I can get access to it. But also I'm not going to be really strict about how I'm expecting you to submit it. And when I say that, I mean I'm going to show you guys how to use Google Draw, just for those people who don't necessarily have maybe crayons or markers at home, just so that you can get that art in there. But if you do have those resources, you've got some clean paper, you've got markers and all that good stuff, I have no problem with you taking a picture of that and submitting a photo instead of doing it digitally. But for those people who don't have, the colors and the crayons and all that stuff at home, I'm going to go over and show you how to use Google Draw. Now, here we are in Google Draw, and in the Google Draw assignment, I have included a blank file. If not, when you're submitting the assignments, when I show you guys how to submit the assignments, I'll show you how to create a Google Draw file. Now, the first thing you want to do when you're using Google Draw is you want to go over here to where it says Untitled Drawing or Document or whatever it says. As you can see, I've changed it since then. But you want to double click on that, hit backspace, and you want to type in your name. So my name is Beck. And then let's say I'm in 4th grade. So I'm going to type in 4th. Boop. All right, so some of the tools that you need in order to draw in Google Draw is you want to be looking over here at where it says shape, and you also want to be looking at the area that says line. Now, if I think for the first assignment I have you guys making either a building, some sort of plant, or a face. Now let's say I want to create a building. So I go over to shapes. I want my building to be some sort of rectangle. So I'm going to click on the rectangle like I did in the when I clicked on it, and I'm going to hold my right mouse down and I'm going to pull until it's the size that I want it, and then I'm going to let go and click. All right. Now when it comes to color, see, it's automatically going to fill it with blue. I don't want my building to be blue, so I'm going to go over here where it has my fill color bucket. It's a little paint bucket. And I'm going to change that color by clicking on fill color. And I want my building to be kind of like this brownish color. It says it's a dark red, but we'll say it is kind of a dark red. Let me go with something in the yellow area. There we go. So that's the color that I want my building. When I want to move it, I'm going to click and drag. I want to center it just a little bit. Now, if I wanted to add a roof, I'm going to go back to shape. And I want my roof to be a triangle. So I'm going to, what the heck? I'm going to click on my triangle. I'm going to pull and drag until I have the size that I want. Now, as you can see, it's not sitting right on top of my rectangle. So I'm going to click right in the middle. I'm going to pull and drag down. Okay. Now, if I want to make it a little longer, I can pull this one right here over to the left. And then I want to pull it on this side. I'm going to click this one right here, pull it over to the right. Now again, I don't really want my roof to be this color, so I'm going to click on that. And I'm going to fill color, and we'll go with black. All right. Now for my door, because remember when we were going over architecture, I told you guys we always need a way to get inside of the building. So I'm going to click on shapes again, and I'm going to go with a rectangular door. You know what? No, let's not go with a rectangular door. I'm going to go with a kind of rounded shape here. So remember, I'm going to click, pull, and let go. Click. All right, and I actually kind of like that color for that. Now getting into lines. So your lines are always going to be right here next to your kind of arrow here. So I'm going to click on lines. And there's all kinds of different lines that pop up. There's straight lines, there's arrows, we've got some curved lines, and we'll get into scribble in just a little bit. But for now, I'm just going to go with a straight line. And I am going to click and drag. I didn't click on that line. Oops. Click on line. Click and drag up. There we go. So I'm going to click, and I think this time I'm going to drag down and let go. All right. So there's my door, there's my building. If I wanted to add any extras, again, I told you guys I was going to go over the scribble. So you're going to go under line, and that very last option says scribble, S-C-R-I-B-B-L-E. I'm going to click on that, and that's going to let me scribble. Okay. Now, let's say I wanted to draw a tree. So right next to my house, I'm going to start drawing just like I would if I were using a pencil. That's my trunk. Control Z if you mess up. And I'm going to come over here, and I'm just going to make like a bushy top. Looks kind of like a hand. Alright, and I can just draw like a tree hole in there. Alright, so there is my scribble option. I'm going to go ahead and delete this little scribble over here. Delete. So this is pretty much basically just a breakdown of the first assignment that I asked you guys to do. I've drawn a house. I've used multiple shapes. It's got some color in there. Remember, when we want to change color, we use our fill bucket option there. In terms of lines, if I wanted to make these lines darker, since I've already used them, I can click on my tree, and right next to, oh, I can't point, right next to where it says line color, there's something called line weight. So if I wanted to make my lines thicker, I could click on that and change it from 1 to 2. And the higher the number gets, the thicker it is. So if I went all the way down to 24px, it's going to be really thick. So I'm going to just bring it to, I'm sorry, I'm on line color. I'm just going to bring it to 3, okay? And then again, if you wanted to change the line color, just like we do with our fill for our shapes, you can change that to like a green. I can change the tree hole to a, I'm going to make that one a little thicker. Here we go. Alright, so that is how you use Google Draw. Not as user-friendly as using pencil and paper, but it's an option that we can work with. So if you wanted to use that, you would just click away. I know some of you are saying that after you do your drawings, you are having a hard time finding it to upload it. So if you feel the need to just make an extra copy, you can go to File and make a copy, and it's just going to name it copy of Beck Forth. So that'll be there. But I'm going to let you guys know anything that you guys do in Google Classroom, it's saving it. So if it disappears, a lot of times I can look through and I can see it. Sometimes I am deleting the assignments because you're submitting them into the general area instead of submitting them under your name. So if you see that I've deleted something that you've uploaded, it's because it was in the wrong area. It still exists. I can still see it. But I just got it out of the way so it's not distracting everybody else. Now, I told you guys I was going to show you how to submit an assignment. I'm running low on time, so I'm going to make sure I get to that now. For submitting work. So I actually can't show you how to submit work under mine. So we're going to use Miss Mayberry's class. So this is kind of what it looks like when you're under my class, except this is her assignment. So if the assignment is here, you're going to see a description of what it is that you're supposed to do. And in my examples, I actually include other documents down here as well. If you have a question about the assignment, please put it under private comments. If it's something that I'm getting a question about a lot, I will address it in an announcement. But you want to make sure that you put your questions here under private comment because we don't want to fill up the assignment instruction area. Now, when you're going to submit your work, please do not hit mark as done until you have actually uploaded something. So in order to upload your assignment, you're going to click on the plus symbol here. It's going to be at the top right. I'm not sure if you're using like a phone or anything, but for a computer or laptop, you're going to hit on add or create. So I'm going to click on that, and it gives me options. Now for me, when I'm submitting, usually using Google Drive, I can find that document. If you are taking a picture of your assignment, go ahead and hit File and upload whatever the picture is, and I'll get it that way. To create new, again, you click on one of these and do it that way. And I'm sorry, guys, I am out of time. If you have questions, make sure that you send them to me in private comments that way. Thank you, guys. Please enjoy your time with your family. Be safe. Make sure that you're washing your hands. Take care of yourselves and get some rest. Don't stay up all night. All right, guys. Thank you so much.